Jak się masz? Today we are Dartmoor dwellers back again, and we are back in a Willsworthy firing range. As you can see, there is no red flag, so we can go. And today we're going to see one particular spot I promised you I have to visit during the summer. So let's see how it looks like, how different it will look like compared to the winter time. What, I just took a wrong path, so I have to come back to that one I'm on right now, but this grass is so this is completely different kind of walking in here if you wanna get off the footpath, because I show you in a second. Look at that. If you walk here, you don't know, you can see at all, you know, how deep, how big those grassy patches are. So yeah, it's very easy, you know, like put your foot in a wrong place, fall on your bum, twist your ankle or your knee. Whoops. So, it's dry now because we didn't have a rain for a long time, so I'm lucky, because I guess that turns into bog in normal conditions. So yeah, only footpath, or in that case just the place where a lot of water rushed down, is advisable, at least in this part of the moors. And we are just on the edge of the Willsworthy shooting range, so yeah, I think the maneuvers in this place must be really, really interesting for the soldiers. We're just crossing a stream, and then we will probably have to follow up the hill, then just to go down the hill again to see the place we want to see today. But that is a, well, you can call it a footbridge. As you can see, it's just like a little dam or something just made. Well, I didn't even go the right way, but it's just made here to help people cross. And yeah, it is rotten and quite old right now. And that is another bog. Wawawiwa. Even now, after relatively good drought, you still have to be careful in here, because you can encounter very wet areas. Whew. Well, I don't really know what was that about, but that's not very helpful at all. Look at the way you have to pass through that fence. Unless somewhere further there is a footpath. So now we need to climb up over the hill. It's beautiful here. I'm not on my own. There are other tourists right ahead of me. Okay, after passing numerous patches of nice grass like this, and partially walking through those moors, those grassy patches, and even through the dry river beds at some points, as you can see, we are almost at the top of the tor that separates us from the from our point of interest. And yeah, this looks like, yeah, it is within the military shooting range. As you can see, there are installations like on the yes door to indicate for people that do not come when the training takes place. We will see how that door looks at the top. And I don't have the ordnance survey map with me, but I guess for 100%, if we check why those stones are roughly in a circular pattern here, that will be another settlement that was somewhere here. As you can see behind me, I fall a victim again, a victim of checking my trip on the Google map at home. I look at the Google map and I figure out that distance to walk from here, from this side, is pretty much the same what walking from the proper car park for our destination. However, the car park, the main car park, is so pathetically small that I figure out by the time I arrive here, I got no chance to park my car anywhere there. Plus, we did already visit that point from the other spot. So yeah, I said it's roughly the same distance, so I can make it over the moors. And who could anticipate there will be a bloody hill and tor on the way there. But anyway, we got a nice, beautiful trip. Let me just check if I'm still on the way to there. And wow. I just wonder, will we have another river to cross? That will be a fun, because we will have to find another crossing, a river crossing. Here we are, right on the top of another tor, as you can see behind me, and I can already see today operations target, but we got one more problem to conquer, which is the West Dart River crossing. So let's find if we can find a way somewhere there in that beautiful valley. Looks like there is no easy way to get there. I will have to go along the river, and then I know about one bridge, pretty much crossing, I can use, but that means slightly detour around and then coming back to the spot. And the spot we are visiting today, you can see right now. Those of you who know the Dartmoor know already where I am. Those of you who doesn't, yes, you're right, this is Wistman's Wood. Again, we're going to see how enchanted it looks like in a summer with all the leaves and perhaps some flowers still growing. Okay, so yeah, right now we pretty much still wild roaming along the river. which is down there in the valley, because my map shows me that yeah, here is a relatively footpathy terrain. As you can see, something definitely walks and even drives here, maybe. So yeah, that will be the easiest way of navigating. We don't want to go down all the way over that grass and find out there is nowhere to cross the river, and then we have to cut through more grass to do the same what we're doing right now. I mean, look at that. That will be a nice climb back home. That was more than I could bargain for. I did not expect the valley like this. But anyway, the river is down there, and here we got a stream as well. Wow, it's quite steep in here. Quite steep, and cattle still walks this way. All right, that looks like we are on the path, which is pretty much devastated, but look at that, clapper bridge to pass on, and now we got a nice footpath that will speed our walk. Let's hope it won't be any disappointment and it goes somewhere. That looks like some kind of channel made on the hillside. I mean, amazing on one hand. I mean, look at that. We are quite high above the river. Right in the middle of the... Yeah, and somebody did a channel for water in here. Okay, we're back right in front of the forest. So I think somewhere here we will search for the point of entry, if we are able to traverse down this slope. So far it looks promising. I hope we won't stuck anywhere at some point. Quite a hill, just like on the cliffs of Tors in Krakow sometimes. Wow, horses start. What a nice impression. Catch a piece of grass to help yourself. I hope I won't regret taking that way down, because I will have to climb back up. Wow, this is like really wild exploring. That was the beginning of July. Blueberries. Not bad so far. However, yeah, those nice patches. that area of Dartmoor, did not see human or animal feet. Wow! For a very long time. 100%. I'm gonna show you what just happened, and yeah, this time wasn't a good decision that way. Funny enough, I'm grounded. Fucking, I am grounded. Look at that. I am grounded. I went knee deep into a bog, and funny enough, I do have socks, I do have t-shirts, I have everything to change, but of course not trousers. Oh dear. Okay. Oh my god. I was luckily with one leg on up to here in a bog. I don't wanna over panic and play a big victim, but my heart is pumping right now. Okay, so this is not the way to cross. Definitely down, all the way down on a river level. The bog is probably even worse. The question is how. On the good side, I don't need to care right now. My shoe is wet or not. Oh, that is the experience like no other. Maybe apart from when I went down, when I went up the cliff and I got no choice, I have to go up. I'm gonna take a break here, drink some water, and then we have to rethink the strategy. In the meantime, I will try to find if there is any footpath going well around, or perhaps from that little meadow. And let's hope you will see the movie from the Wistman's Wood in another episode. We're trying to fix our mistake and try to find a safe way up that hill, and yeah, I will have to go around and I will have to find a proper footpath if we wanna see the Wistman's Wood today. I'm trying to avoid going through the really rough area. Those patches are very uneven and you don't know where you put your foot, just like happened in this case. I'm trying to reach that fancy channel that is running along halfway up the hill, because that may lead me somewhere, but in the meantime I have to avoid more and more obstacles, holes full of mud, gorses right now start. Just like I said, one good thing about it is I don't need to worry about where will I cross that river now, since everything is wet anyway. That is a one of a kind exploration today. All right, we should be somewhere not far from that channel. We can start traverse toward the edge of the field. Okay, I'm back on the footpath next to that channel, and yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do in the first place. Well, nothing to think about right now, no more. Thing happened, too late for changes. All I can do perhaps is to wash a little bit. Just thinking that after all, with those shoes wet, completely wet, soaking wet, if I start walking, I may have a problem to come back later once they start rubbing. And I decided that that will be a lesson for the future today trip for all of us. And yeah, I'm not going to Wisman's Woods today. at least not in that state. I'm coming back to the car while I still can walk and I don't have any whatever you call it on my legs. And yeah, in a car at least I got the dry shoes and socks, and perhaps my trousers will be in acceptable state, at least a little bit, once we reach. They get a bit dry once we reach the car. Yeah, we will have a nice experience from Willsworthy range, like a soldier, like a true soldier. So yeah, that's it for today. There won't be a part 2 so far. We will have to come back next time to see Wistman's Wood. I see you on another exploration. High five!